Akademiks can't ride no wave.
All right, get up on here. I think this is like day 3. We got a little streak going on. We rocking. Man, I don't even think I brought a chaser down here, nigga. I just came down, nigga. I just like, yo, I just need the liquor, man. I've been in disbelief. I'm not too proud to admit I shed a few tears today. I'm not even too proud to admit. It hurt my heart. I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't believe it. This industry's evil, chat. This shit is evil. This shit is evil. This shit is evil, chat. I see somebody in the chat who's that self-made. He said, Ak, you know you seen this coming. I ain't see 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 this coming. You know, I'm still a fan of this here culture. Like I hope you are. I still get a little giddy when I see my peers, my, people I look up to when they call my phone. I'm like, oh, shit. I walk out of a restaurant. Oh, I got to talk to, it's my guy. Somebody I look up to. I'm glad, like, we're peers. I never think that that's some Trojan horse shit. Because I would never operate like that. That's just not in my character. It's not in my character, man. Chat, unfortunately, my biggest fears have come true. While watching this really interesting thing that I think I've been so transparent to y'all about, telling y'all what's going on. I mean, even up to last stream, I'm saying, yo, some of this stuff's not making sense. Why is somebody I look up to on the battlefield? I know who the ops are. Why the ops ain't here? Like, what's going on? A little birdie told me today. Actually, I'll be very blunt. We got a chat nigga over there at Roc Nation. Little birdie, a little mole. Called me up. He said, Ak, why are you so stubborn? Why are you so hard-headed, bro? I said, what are you talking about? He said, do you got to throw Charlamagne the God's Roc Nation badge up on the screen for you to believe it, nigga? I'm like, badge? Like, what? Like, badge? Like, what you mean a badge? Like, bro, how many times you got to see him rock the hat? Nigga, he be coming up to the office all the time. I'm like, man, stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it. You heard him. He said he called me to look out for me. If that wasn't the intention, that's what we call a Trojan horse, right? You know the whole story where I think it was like, they sent a gift. It was the horse, but it had the soldiers in the horse. They took the gift like, oh, great. They didn't look inside the horse. Of course, they waited till nighttime. Everybody jumps out the horse. They kill everybody because they're sleeping. The Trojan horse. Basically, you got to rock your opponent to sleep. I'm like, nah, that's fairy tales. Like, no. My biggest op wouldn't send my biggest idol to rock me to sleep. No way. Fuck no. No, come on. No. The little birdie said, bruh, do we gotta show you the badge for you to believe it? I'm like, I don't believe it. He said, well, you're getting closer. And he led me down a path today. I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't believe it. I want to give a quick recap before I get into this. I'm not going to make this a long thing. Y'all going to take this and do what y'all want to do with it. This all started from Charlamagne the God, who I've always looked up to. Charlamagne gave me my first interview in this industry as someone that was in this industry in 2013. He's always been someone who I could reach out to, talk to, kind of, ask questions, whatever. He's also reached out and given me some advice. It's always been good. Don't know necessarily how the nature of our relationship has kind of, evolved, but, we've never had any issues. And, or maybe I think, because I'm looking at everything from my perspective. I've never heard him say anything. I get a call from Charlamagne about a couple weeks ago, damn near a month ago. And he tells me there's some people passing around some documents that seem to be saying that You're getting paid for campaigns. And I told y'all like about 2 streams ago, I'm like, the inconsistent thing about this quote unquote warning he gave me or was trying to give me is that every time he was trying to give me a warning, it jumped to something else. Hey, I'm just warning you because people around you are stealing from you. Huh? Well, I don't believe that. Oh, well, I'm just warning you because people are taking money from politics and they're spreading propaganda. What? We don't do stuff in politics. Bro, I'm just warning you because, like, yo, you see your man's over there? It's moving. The last iteration of this is, bro, I'm just warning you because, look, Wall Street Journal is talking about poly market. I've never worked with poly market. Just warning you. Yo, they just served your man in Australia. Now, I think I've been open and honest. And I think that's what's always going to be, I always said, like, my friend's always going to be my downfall. It's never an enemy. But that's why I think Roc Nation try to use a friend. Or someone I think is a friend. I repeatedly questioned Charlamagne what he was trying to even warn me about or what he was trying to say or who he was trying to warn me for. Are you trying to say because I'm cool with Drake? Are you trying to say because I got a OVO chain? Are you trying to say because I'm cool with Grant? Are you trying to say because, like, we rock with Steak? What is it? Couldn't get a definitive answer for nothing. Who is it? Couldn't get a definitive answer for anything. I stop him in his tracks. I said, I know where this is coming from. It's Roc Nation. You know what he says to me on the phone? Ak, why would you think that Jay-Z would even think about you? Like, he's too high up. He don't think about you. He don't think about Drake. He's too high up in the sky. He don't care about nothing. A week later, I see Jay-Z on stage. He's rapping about everything Charlamagne told me in the conversation. Odd. Charlamagne tells me, yo, man, Roc Nation wouldn't have no problems with you. I said, really? So now I'm like, this is like gaslighting. I'm like, maybe I'm just making this shit up. So stop bringing up some actual proof. Hey, I did an 8-hour deposition. They're typing in the background. The lawyer saying, send this to Desiree, like da-da-da. Charlamagne does me one better. Remember, my downfall will always be my friends, never an enemy. Charlamagne says, Ak, if I get you on the phone with them, would you do it? I said, if you do it, of course. You're my mans. You're my media idol. He said, I'm going to call up there. He said, I'm going to bring this to the extreme top. I said, what you mean? He said, even if I got to talk to Jay, I'm pretty sure Jay don't know nothing about what's going on. But if I got to talk to Jay, I'm going to talk to Jay. First thing I'm thinking, like, damn, he could call Jay. All right, whatever, cool. I'm like, maybe I'm still like a little nuts. You know how Drake said in that song about J. Cole? He ain't called me back? Still waiting on the call back. He had said Monday. It's been like 3 Mondays after. It's okay. But anyway, as the twists and turns are happening, and now they're talking about poly market and Aiden Ross, and now, I think they're kind of lessening off of the Drake stuff, but then they throw his name in there. Sometimes like, well, Drake rapped about poly market. I'm like, a lot of this is surrounding like gambling. I thought that was hypocritical. I remember Charlamagne, who was advocating for Jay-Z to get a casino in Times Square. But the birdie, the Roc Nation Mo, who hit me, said, Ak, it gets deeper than that. This is what they said. They said, did your media idol, your buddy old pal, did your media goat, the guy you call a friend, did he tell you his full involvement with Roc Nation? I said, full involvement? Nigga ain't got no involvement. Nigga, he said he called me as my friend. He said we're friends. He said we're friends. What's that song go? Friends are forever. Like what? I'm like, we're friends. They said, Ak, you're too smart to be this dumb. I said, what do you mean? Because I don't like when people tell me things about my friend. If my friend had any association to these people, my friend when I'm squarely telling him on the phone, I think my issue is with the biggest ops, which happens to be these people. My friend would tell me, I ain't gonna lie to you, gotta let you know, I work with your ops. My friend will let me know that. My friend will let me know that. My friend will let me know. My friend will let me know that. My friend. The person says to me, you're too smart. Your name is Akademiks. You're too smart to be coming off this dumb. He said, go do your due diligence. I'll point you in a slightly right direction. Figure it out. Well, not gonna lie, I took interest in that. And today, I dispatched the entire team. I tell Grant, grab like 50 clippers. I tell my other mans over there, yo, we're getting on our reading shit. Let's figure it out. Dispatch the entire team. We need to get to the bottom of this shit. And chat, less than an hour of searching, my heart fell to my stomach, gang. I couldn't believe it, chat. I couldn't believe it. Now, I know this is the style of Jay-Z, but I hate to put my own mans on a Summer Jam screen. But we got to go back. So if you don't know, you guys can go to nycasinos.ny.gov and you can look at all the people who applied. Remember I told you Charlamagne seems to have some fixation with I told you it was the first time Jay-Z ever caught an L with the casino thing. But he has some fixation with not only defending them now, defending them then. He seems to be still trying to do some casino. Like, it's weird. I can't tell what his angle is. But he claims he's not a shill. He's not a mouthpiece. He's not a puppet for Roc Nation. Now, I want to show you the URL that you guys could go look. This is not made up. And I'm on this site and I'm like, all right, let's figure it out. And it's kind of it's broken down by all these applicants here. There was one that withdrew, and these were they didn't make it to the final round because they weren't approved by the Community Advisory Committee, which means the community told them no. One of those applicants were Caesar Palace Times Square. Now everything here is public, but I'm going to be honest with you. It took for me to realize this is better than me throwing up Charlamagne's Roc Nation badge on the Summer Jam screen. I'm going to just throw up the federal filing. Fuck it. And you're going to see a link. Keep in mind, my friend who's calling me to put me on game, when I tell him where I think this is coming from, yo, Charla, my biggest ops, bro, they're Roc Nation. I think it's all Roc Nation, bro. Look what they did. You know what he says? I think you're bugging. He says he has no connection to them. No ties. But because he fucks with me, he could make a call up there. To help his friend out. I'm like, oh, really? You'll be Minister Louis Farrakhan for your friend? It's my friend. It's Charlamagne the God, Leonard McKelvey from what is it, Moncks Corner, South Carolina. That's my guy. I've listened to him for 20 years on the radio box. That's my friend. He tells me he has no affiliation. He's calling me because at times when people were trying to do him in, I called before the person could finish telling me the bad news. Charla, look out for this. Here's where it's coming from. This person, that person, this person, that person. Bro, handle it quick. Don't let it make it to the media. I got you. You're my friend. When he calls me and he says, Ak, I know you've done this for me. I'm returning the favor. I'm like, my guy. But it say never look a gift horse in his mouth, huh? So I'm on this site. I'm like, okay. And I say, let's look at the application materials. Let's kind of get into this. This cannot be edited. You'll see. It says newyorkcasinos.ny.gov. Okay. I said, well, they sent out the new Roc Nation talking points, and Wayno looked like he was so quick to make a video. He read the part they said, do not include telling people that Charlamagne had some financial interests in this casino. He fucking read the whole thing out. Thank you, Wayno. I knew, like, listen, I know you've been, Jay-Z's your guy, but I knew that everyday struggle training was going to come out of you sometime, okay? Thank you. But even then, I didn't believe it because I heard someone say, nah, that's not true. So I go digging for the truth. Now, there's a bunch of stuff that is filed with the New York government, okay? And when I go down, I said, let me look at the owners. Let me look at the owners. I click here. Okay, we're going to find out who owns this casino. Let's finally figure out, does my media goat own this casino? Okay. Does he own this casino? Hold on. I'm looking. By the way, big problem here. Live Nation, which owns Roc Nation, is listed as having financial interest. Okay? Now, let's keep it going. They file another document. But by the way, these are all companies here. I've looked through all. I'm like, what the fuck? It's showing Caesars, it's showing Live Nation, but I know Roc Nation is owned by Live Nation. So basically, Roc Nation has some financial, obligations with this company. Okay. Carter Enterprises, what's that? What's Carter Enterprises? Oh, S. Carter Enterprises. Who do you think S. Carter is? Okay, it's making sense. Look at this, what it says here. Look what it says. SCE Group. It's a SCE Group. It says, look at footnote 9. Ownership will be held by Sean Corey Carter along with certain affiliated entities and trusts. That's interesting. But my media goat is nowhere to be found. He's nowhere to be found. Maybe he's involved, but it could be a shell company. We can't go off speculation because my friend would never lie to me. Not my friend. So I go back. And I go down here. By the way, I also looked at this right here. Look. This is kind of spooky. No, not this one. Because at a point, they issued redactions that seemed to take out some names that, nobody could tell there's some like invisible owners that they've declared, but people don't know. It's kind of weird. That's why they say have revised redactions. Anyway, I go to conflicts of interest. I go here. Doesn't really say anything, but I see Roc Nation. Roc Nation has identified no direct or indirect conflicts or perceived conflicts of interest to exist with respect to this proposal. What is this telling me now? Roc Nation is one of the people who has financial interest if this goes through. But what does this got to do with Charlamagne? So I go down and I say, man, maybe this little birdie that's from Roc Nation who told me just like, he's just trying to gaslight me. Everybody's gaslighting Big Act now, okay? I see what's going on. They're all gaslighting Big Act. Then I click here, promoters, sponsors, and others, and I scroll down, promoters, sponsors, and others. SL Green, okay, who are these people? Caesars. Who are these people? You'll look. Some of these people are the CEO. They're the, chief financial officer. JP Morgan, Peak. So they're showing not only the companies that have significant financial interest or maybe equity or some ownership, but they show the people who are part of that organization. I scroll down a little bit more, and under Roc Nation, it reads these names. Sean Carter, Desiree Perez, Jana Fleshman, Angela Rye, Alicia Keys, and that's not my motherfucking media goat, Leonard McKelvey, a.k.a. Charlamagne, not under the Roc Nation banner. No, we got him, y'all. We got him, y'all. Chat, I refreshed this page 40 times. I couldn't believe it. No. I refreshed this shit 40 times, chat. I couldn't believe it. Under Roc Nation, Leonard McKelvey, a.k.a. it says known professionally as Charlamagne the God, according to how they tried to submit this to the New York State government, they claim that Leonard McKelvey was a part of whatever Roc Nation was going to do. Chat.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
I couldn't believe this shit. I couldn't believe this shit, Chad. I couldn't believe this shit, bro. I felt like when your rage caught his man stealing 100K. I couldn't believe it, bro. I couldn't believe it, bro. Keep in mind, it could have had Charlamagne's name just somewhere else, under a different category. By the way, what Wayno said is also not true. He said Charlamagne was there for himself. No, according to the proposal, him or anyone else, they were there because Roc Nation. They have financial interest, but they're under the banner of Roc Nation. Chat. You know, this is why new media is important. I guess for whatever reason, Roc Nation got the Wall Street Journal to cook up some shit about poly market and prediction markets. I have a theory on what's going on. Jay-Z and them are about to try to now partner. Remember, this thing with Caesars going to go through. They're about to try to partner with Fanatics. Fanatics just got granted a sports book. And because of that, these guys are really now either sensitive or now they're trying to like think about it. Charlamagne is now the Mr. Blow the Whistle type of guy. I thought he was too short after a while. I was like, this guy's Mr. Blow the Whistle. He's like, nah, what's up at Poly Market? Charlamagne, who's a hip-hop pundit, or supposed to be, is trying to call out Poly Market, Steak, anything that would go against what Roc Nation Initiatives is, because Roc Nation is trying to partner with a casino. He's listed, chat. If this, to me, this is better than the goddamn, this is better than his employee badge. This is a government document that lists the founder of the company, the CEO, and I could look up this person. I think they have a position there too. Jana. It's going to tell you who they are. They're head of the communication and executive vice president. So they're executive vice president. So Charlamagne now is going to try to convince me and convince y'all, because this is how old media works. You know how he was relying, listen, Charlamagne was relying on an article from the Wall Street Journal. Fucking article. I pulled up the government paperwork. It says Sean Carter, who owns Roc Nation, his name is there. Desiree Perez, CEO, vice president. Angela Rye is there for whatever reason. Alicia Keys is up there. And Leonard McKelvey is there. And by the way, if we go back and look up, remember I was like, look, Charlamagne. If you're saying, nah, it's just because he gave a speech. Here's the funny part about it. Here we go. Here's the funny part about it. Broadway Theater squares off against Fat Joe and Charlamagne. And remember, they also brought up Al Sharpton. You don't see Fat Joe's name under Roc Nation. You don't see Al Sharpton's name under Roc Nation. The only name you see under Roc Nation that we care about is Leonard McKelvey, a.k.a. Charlamagne the God. So let me ask y'all, do y'all think my friend, when he picked up the phone a couple weeks ago to give me a heads up, and I told him, because he was saying, I'm giving you a warning. I said, about what? He changed 5 reasons why he was giving me a warning. Then I was like, well, I think I know who is doing this. My biggest ops is Roc Nation. And he says, well, why would you think that? These people don't even know about you. Then he says, I said, nah, man. He says, listen, I got nothing to do with them, but I could make some calls. Do you think he forgot to mention to his friend me, hey, by the way, I'm on a legal document of declaration that I am under the umbrella of Roc Nation for the casino proposal that was just turned down a few months ago. Do you think my friend forgot to tell me that? Do you think he forgot? You know, I drink a lot. Maybe he drinks too. Do you think he forgot? What do y'all think? Do you think he forgot? For the people say, Act, well, why didn't you know this? I never, listen, I'm going to keep it a bean with you. This type of move I expect from Ty Lil, the backdoor special. You get what I'm saying? This is crazy. My media go try to slide me out, man. This is crazy. He's been working with my biggest ops the whole time, and he told me he don't got no affiliation. The only thing that he said was a little weird. Was like, nah, I could call up there. I could call all of them. I'm like, okay, you got a little address book. I see what's going on. No, this is crazy. Somebody said you probably recorded a conversation. You think Charlotte wore a wire? Checking for a wire or earpiece? Charlamagne been defending Jay-Z's hair, his slam poetry performance. He been defending Target. God damn. All to say he got nothing to do with Jay-Z. Now we see him in black and white. We see him in the government files. It says Roc Nation. My heart is broken, Jack. My heart is broken. My heart is broken, bro. I'll tell you why. I know this industry is evil, and I know there's a lot of liars. I've always liked Charlamagne. He came across to me as someone who would rather tell the truth and be seen as the outsider and seen as the villain more than the guy that will lie to your face to be liked. But in the back, they're sharpening their knives, waiting for that moment. My boy's name is under there. By the way, Angela Rye is one of those people too. It's like one of Charlamagne, he got tentacles to her. Like I used to watch him dispatch and send her out to like handle stuff. She hasn't been relevant for a while though. My man called me up and forgot to tell me that he worked for Roc Nation. Yo, this shit was crazy. Yo, my man called me up. I'm telling him how much I think this is the ops. Yo, it's the ops. It's Roc Nation. Yo, this and third. And he tells me, I don't think they got a problem with you. And he forgets to tell me he works there. He forgets to tell me that he got business with them. He forgets to tell me that his name is on legal documents saying that he's under that umbrella. It lists Charlamagne's the God address as 540 West 26th Street, the office of Roc Nation. So if somebody saw this and they said, hey, I want to go get up with Charlamagne the God, Leonard McKelvey, the only way to get to him is this address, and that's Roc Nation's office. You'd have to write a letter to Roc Nation's office to get to Charlamagne the God. I wonder if he got a corner office. Yo, check my man for a wire or earpiece. What's going on? This is taking a turn for the worse, chat. This is taking a turn for the worse. Where do we go from here? This whole time, I'm kind of like looking at Grant. I'm like, yo, Grant, like, you know, that's still my media goat. Still, like, hold on. I know he kind of going at YouTube, but chill. You know he don't got nothing to do with Roc Nation. He just like him some Jay-Z, man. He don't want Jay-Z to get him fired from the Breakfast Club again. Or get him fired again. Then all of a sudden, I see the paperwork, and I'm like, Roc Nation? Yo, chat, you know what moment I had? I had this moment right here, chat. I promise you. Hope they don't kick me off YouTube for playing this. Remember when the nigga found out Heisenberg? You know that nigga. Heisenberg gets caught. Nigga, this is the, bruv. This is the fucking look. This is, look. This is me today, chat.
My perfect silence.
This is her.
To WW, my star, my perfect silence. WW. I mean, who you figure that is, yeah? Woodrow Wilson? Willy Wonka?
Charlamagne the God? What the fuck?
Walter White? You got me.
That was me today, chat. Oh my God. Chat, I couldn't believe it, bro. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, bro. Wow. Let me refresh this page. Like, maybe this shit is not real. You know what I mean? Like, this shit might not be real, bro. Roc Nation. Leonard McKelvey. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Take it how you will, chat. Take it as you will. Y'all heard me sit up on this shit for years. I'm telling you, I said, I'm fighting this invisible opponent. I told you, I'm like, how come it's so odd that the first person that appears on the field is my friend? What's going on? Now I realize my man got the employee badge. Shit's crazy. Man. Charlamagne said that I got an OVO chain and he got a Roc Nation badge. This is crazy, bro. I got the OVO chain, he got the Roc Nation badge. This shit is bananas, bro. This shit is crazy. At least I showed off my shit on the gram like, yo, that's me and the boy. We kicking it, man. OVO act in the building. Charlamagne got Charlamagne got his 10% discount off the 40/40 club, and he just hid it in his pocket. The nigga ain't even tells he got hired. He just like, yo, he just hid it in his pocket like, yo. Yo, this is crazy. For all the YouTubers out there, I know y'all gonna be like, nah, Act just did some AI shit. Nope. I'm gonna walk y'all through it. Where y'all gonna go to? Okay? Y'all could Google it, or y'all could just go to, here we go. nycasinos.ny.gov. It's a .gov website. You know I can't finesse this. When you go there, hit applicants. Hit applicants. Okay, by the way, the 3 that won are here. Resorts World, that's Nas, Hard Rock, and Bally's. Okay? Now, the ones that weren't approved, you got to go to Caesars. Caesars. Wait, hold on. Ironically, 15 Broadway, Manhattan. What's in that building? Oh, shit. This is so ironic, right? I remember one day going up to, I think it was VH1 or something like that. Charlamagne was trying to bring back, what you call it again? Yo MTV Jams, and he wanted me to be a part of it. That address, so, Chad, I've been doing my shit for most of this time. I know y'all might think I'm like a little industry or not. But I remember that's the address I went up to. Like, I think VH1 and MTV was up there. And like Charlamagne was like almost like a quasi executive. So it's ironic that the gambling place was going to be in the same building that he's been in for years. 1515 Broadway. Ironic. It's in the heart of Times Square, y'all. And he's on there with Roc Nation. Huh. I bet I don't look so crazy after all now, huh? I'm going to give a quick update. Jay, I know it took you a while to send out your best puppet, but it's not looking too good for him either. Okay? Not looking too good for him. Not looking too good for him. Damn. All right, man. I see Alex Media on the text. Hey, Alex, y'all reading out grand messages, so I got to read out when y'all text me too. I got to keep it fair. I think at this point y'all should know. I go kind of crazy behind my man Grant. That's my man. You know what I mean? Like, we've been locked in doing a lot of things. Anyway, Alex, I see you having a new show. I'll give you a shout out. It's fine. Alex Media. I don't know if Charlamagne miscommunicated to you the talking points of Roc Nation, but I watched a few of your videos, and I don't know if your new show doesn't have a wardrobe budget, but trust me, it was noticed that you had the Roc Nation hat on while you were talking about and saying the same shit that Charlamagne says, which are the Roc Nation talking points. And we just proved that Charlamagne is a Roc Nation goddamn employee, or at least he got money with them. He's getting some type of financial situation with them. They busting up bread. But it's interesting. You got your new show going on. You got the Roc Nation hat booming. How come I never seen this shit at Liz? How do y'all get one of these? Don't tell me Charlotte brought this back from The Office now. Did Charlotte bring this back from The Office? You remember when Charlamagne would always rock some Roc Nation shit when Dame went there? I'm starting to think that, how come Charlamagne got also, I've never got a Roc Nation hat, ever. How does he have like the unlimited supply? Anyway, Alex Media. Since we're now kind of clarifying what's going on, I'm going to need you on your new show to be accurate because you're stepping into the journalist lane. You're a great producer. You produce content. Shout to us at WTF Media Studios. Good job. But once you get on that mic and you start being a broadcaster, we're going to need some factual shit from you now, all right? Not that propaganda that Charlamagne is telling you to do on behalf of Desiree Perez and Jay-Z, okay? No. You seem to be running with what Charlamagne is saying and now moving it to Polymarket. Well, sir, there's nobody in hip-hop. Aiden ain't hip-hop, my nigga. Okay? Like, when I mean hip-hop, he's not hip-hop media. There's nobody in hip-hop that's even working with Polymarket. Yes, Drake mentioned them, right, in a rap, but you can't point to any influencer, commentator, any even page that works with them. How come y'all argument has gotten to Polymarket? Why is Roc Nation moving y'all off on that script? Anyway, let's listen to Alex Media.
Journal just released this report about the practices that these gambling casino sites are using. One of it.
By the way, I'm going to need you to be a journalist too, Alex Media, and need you to ask Charlamagne, should Wall Street Journal have also ran an article about when he said verbatim that the casino would be the best thing for Times Square, New York City, the biggest city in the world. He said the casino that he had financial interest in under the umbrella of Roc Nation that Sean Corey Carter and Desiree Perez had financial incentive in. That would be the best thing for New York City. But now his rhetoric, and your rhetoric too, which I think is directed by him, is now saying how bad casinos are. How does that work? How is Jay-Z Casino going to help the community, but now other casinos are hurting the people? Hey, Alex, anytime y'all want to just apologize to Grand, we'll just bring it back down, okay? I ain't going to lie to you. Grand working 28 hours a day on y'all niggas. I'm not even capping. Shout out to Grand.
Is that they are paying influencers to pretend to gamble online.
Did they pay Charlamagne the God to give speeches at the town hall meeting, which still didn't work?
Imagine somebody you look up to, and then they're using this site, let's say Polymarket or
They keep saying Polymarket.
Stake or whatever one of these gambling casino sites, and it looks like they're winning. Looks like, oh shit, you use this site, you win all the time, you win big money. But they're making dummy sites where there's not real bets, there's no real money being lost, and now you're tricking your followers into gambling their money, thinking they're gonna have the same chances as you. So it's like
Alex, I see you on the text. Hey, Alex, I'll call you. You're down to get called. Listen, these days, after that call that Charlamagne did, everything, listen, I might have to start recording y'all. I want to talk to y'all on the public airwaves because I'm thinking Charlamagne called me off his personal phone and had the Roc Nation burner phone in the background with Jay-Z chuckling like a camel and Desiree Perez giggling like a snitch, and they were listening to my convo. So from now on, let's talk publicly in front of the masses. No more private conversations because I talked to Charlamagne for 3 hours and he forgot one little detail. Hey, bro, did I tell you that when Jay-Z went to go get his casino, I was under the Roc Nation banner? Huh? What? Nigga, what the? Nigga, you know how quick I would have got the fuck up and be like, let me get the fuck on out of here. Nigga, what the hell? So, Alex, I see your text, but I will not be responding via text. You have a show to promote anyway. I will call you and we could speak if you're down to speak. I don't know if Roc Nation has to give out the press. Maybe they got to give out the press details. But this is why I said, when Charlotte said, let's sit down, I'm like, okay, this is like some psyop. No, you don't. So after I've unveiled that Charlamagne is now working in cahoots, working for, working with, busting down the bread with Roc Nation, I got to check him for a wire or an earpiece. I got to be honest.
Deceptive marketing strategies, and it's like, I don't know technically if that's a crime, but I'm telling you guys, there will be charges coming down, and
there'll be charges. How do you know this?
If you're doing some, hopefully it's not too late, but stop. Please stop. Wall Street Journal.
Okay. While you have the Roc Nation hat on. Okay. By the way, have I seen him wear a Roc Nation hat before? I'm strolling on this nigga shit. I ain't never seen him with a Roc Nation hat. Chat, go look at this man's page. You've never seen this man with a Roc Nation hat. All of a sudden, he gets a Roc Nation. Chat, every time you see him with a New York Yankee hat. I've never seen him with a Roc Nation hat. We got to check him for a wire or piece, chat. No way. We've never seen him. Look, New York Yankee hat. Now he's talking the same lingo. He's talking the same lingo as Charlamagne, and he's wearing this hat. Chat, am I going crazy? Or are we just like, come on, chat. Come on, chat.
I thought we were talking.
You have DJ Akademiks out here claiming Charlamagne is nothing but a paid puppet for Jay-Z and Roc Nation, just spewing corporate talking points on command. And then you have Charlamagne out here trolling, saying that he works for Roc Nation when he doesn't. But
he doesn't? Yo, Alex, could we get on the phone? We got to do everything live, bro. Like, all of this, like, texting and... Let's get on the phone, man. Let's talk. Let's talk in front of everybody. Desiree Perez hitting that nigga Alex saying, nigga, your access card will be declined for life if you do this. Oh, my God. Alex said he's in a party right now. How you in a party but know we talking about you? You can't talk. Nigga, step out the party. This nigga probably at the Roc Nation brunch, nigga. Like, oh, my God. Yo, check my man Alex for a wire or earpiece. Check my man for a wire or earpiece. He might be at the brunch. Might be at the brunch, chat. Not the brunch. Not the brunch. Don't tell me you at the brunch now.
while they play these games back and forth, the real machine is doing damage in the background. We are witnessing the absolute weaponization of hip-hop media, because right now, the beef you see on your timeline is not about music, it's not about authenticity, it's a multi-million-dollar scheme funded
by Roc Nation,
by offshore gambling casinos. You have betting platforms like Polymark caught red-handed by the Wall Street Journal, paying influencers to post fake winning bets on dummy websites to lure you into gambling your money away. You have DJ Akademiks.
And you have Caesars Entertainment, who sends their biggest voice that Roc Nation could find, Charlamagne the God, to go give speeches, and I still get declined. Now, there's a lot of spooky shit going on here, chat. We got to check him for a wire or earpiece, chat. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Is he throwing up the Roc Nation sign? Oh, my God. Nigga got initiated like a week ago, man. That shit's crazy. This shit is crazy. The Book of Hove? Yo, this is ridiculous. Yo. Hold on, I gotta go get a mixer real quick, but
anti-Semitism would open up.
We just want to come back to here. Just remember.
Allegations, because that's all they are at the moment. Why would you bring attention to it by clipping it and putting that headline? Because if the feds are actually watching, or some type of law enforcement is actually watching, trust me when I tell you, they're actually watching.
Now you got to pat Charlamagne down. I ain't gonna lie to you. You got to pat Charlamagne down, bro. Hold on, let me get a mixer real quick.
Why would you, who's connected to these people, Akademiks TV, George Wynn, why would you post this headline? Charlamagne accuses Drake of committing a white-collar crime. And look at the caption. Bruh's new fear-mongering talking points dropped, and they want you to think Jay-Z did nothing wrong partnering with Target, but Drake is now committing federal crimes, shouting out Polymarket.
Who's Bruh's?
Me.
Oh, like bros?
Yes. Play it, Taylor. Play it, Taylor. Poly Market ran a deceptive marketing campaign that paid creators to bet on Drake's album release date. And in that song, he said, "Shorty keep asking the date. She trying to finesse Poly Market for bread. First white collar crime confession." You know what you cut out? You cut out the fact that I was quoting an article from the Wall Street Journal. You did that on purpose because you don't want to direct nobody to that article in the Wall Street Journal, which is why it is okay, George, to shut the fuck up. Because if you don't post this on Akademiks TV, then I don't come on Brilliant Idiots podcast and read all of that shit and direct people where they should go get this information.
Well, don't shut all the way over.
Grand chill,
We're getting a lot of content.
Grand chill, man.
We're getting a lot of content out of this.
And I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your last name. But
I don't have no issue with none of these people. I just keep wondering why the fuck my name keep coming up.
Oh, that's what Charlamagne was saying. Why they keep bringing me up? See, Charlamagne is so slick. Why y'all keep bringing me up? Why y'all keep bringing me up? Look. Why y'all keep bringing me up? The name right here. Why y'all, how am I involved? I was even thinking about, I'm like, yeah, well, why is he catching strays?
I don't know. I wonder the same thing. Why do they keep doing this?
Why do they keep bringing my
name up? Grand.
Jay-Z, Billboard says Jay-Z got the number 7.
New York.gov says that Leonard McKelvey, a.k.a. Charlamagne, is on the Roc Nation. New York.gov says that. The federal, not federal, but the state website.
Song of the year. And I don't even agree with that. But because it's not a song.
Yeah.
It's not a song. Like I said, if they were talking about just music moments, yes, that's one of the top music moments of the year. But I can't put that as the number 7 song of the year and the highest charting raps.
Wow, Chad. I don't know. Of course, Wack is on the line. I didn't even get it from the spies. I'm going to tell you the truth. I didn't even get this from the spies. Wack. Man, I'm not going to lie.
Is it on? Because Adam's telling me it's on, so I'm dropping more nukes. I got more shit from the spies over the last couple days.
Wack, I almost shed a tear today. Yo, my man called me as my friend. We talked for 3 hours. I said, I think a lot of this is coming from Roc Nation. He said, Roc Nation? They don't know nothing about you. He says he got no involvement with them. He don't know them. He don't work with them. I look up online on a New York state government filing, and they have a filing for a casino, and under Roc Nation, it lists these names: Sean Carter, Desiree Perez, Leonard McKelvey, a.k.a. Charlamagne the God. He said...
Oh, so they call him Lenny.
Yeah.
Listen, I just read... Bro, listen to me, bro. Lenny, my spy number 1, and they know this dude very well, says, right, that Lenny intentionally blocked Wax's permits on a butcher shop, right? Him and Karen decided to fire Wax before the story broke. They also told me that Charlamagne...
How do you know all this shit?
Bro, you want me to send it to you?
So, Wack, how do you know? How do you know all this shit?
And the condo that Adam read last week that said he stayed in Fort Lee with the other shit going on, come to find out is Wendy Williams' husband, ex-husband, Kev's condo. So I called a few Kev and they said, yep, Charlamagne stayed there. Kev had to put him out because there was some freaky deaky shit going on. And when they called down there and hollered at his father owned the club, they said that his father had caught him in the back parking lot doing some things he wasn't supposed to be doing. This is facts, bro. Buckeye in Fort Lee. Oh, Buckeye. Some chick named Buckeye he was dealing with in Kev's condo. And date, rape, drugs, 2 college girls. I got to get the information on that. What? He got look. You think I'm bullshit? Look, I can't read it. I'm not making this up, bro. These is notes. You seeing this shit?
Who wrote these notes?
They're telling me this shit, so I'm jotting it down. Look at the date. They're telling me this shit, so I'm jotting it down, bro.
Okay.
So I'm telling you, he blocked DJ Envy's renegotiation, and Envy's gonna know this. Indy's going to know is at any point in time when renegotiations happen, if some funny business started to happen. And Wax is going to know if his butcher shop permits got blocked. And we got the chicks that's coming to the table that's walking around who was doing the other activity. Now, I'm sorry, Act.
Wack, I'm just still in shock. I can't believe that my man is tied in with Roc Nation like that. It's like...
What did I tell you?
Wack, it's like, you know, I've been talking for this nigga over a decade.
He ain't even did an interview with you in over a decade. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but I don't think I would ever, like, this almost feel like he snaked me. Like, I think he should have told me, like, yo, bro, like, I ain't down with their program, but I do work with them. How you gonna let me find out? Yo, imagine finding out your day one man, you found out that he's wrong. When you get down to the county and you see his name in the paperwork, Wack, you see his name in the paperwork.
I mean,
he been telling on you for 10 years.
So is it on? Because if it's on, I'm going to notify these people. They keep sending it.
Wack, man. Man, I still don't even want to make the call, man. But this is crazy, right?
This is Lenny. This ain't Daphne. Okay? Snap out of it.
Wait, Adam, what do you think?
This ain't Daphne.
What does Adam think?
I'll be like, I get it. This is Lenny.
What does Adam think?
About what specifically?
I mean, so today I got the revelation because before Charlamagne is saying I have no attachment to these people. I don't really know them. Someone told me, hey, listen, that's not true. Desiree Perez got Charlamagne like his first therapist. And I'm like, huh? And then I now see a state document that underneath Roc Nation, it shows all of the people that fold up under that umbrella, and Charlamagne's name is there.
Yeah, I mean, I would be shocked if he wasn't some sort of, Roc Nation puppet at this point, because the way that he pivoted out of originally reaching out to you and speaking about it on the Breakfast Club, on Brilliant Idiots, and saying how this was all about you spreading misinformation or about Grand or whatever, and then he pivots right out of that and starts to claim that, oh, no, actually it's about crypto. Actually, it's about clipping. Actually, it's about stealing money. I mean, it's just like, that to me right there is like, why should we take anything at face value coming from Charlamagne at this point? I feel like Charlamagne may not realize it, but he is torching the good name that he built over these years by trying to do this shady, underhanded business.
Yeah, but he specifically told me I don't work with he told me he has no involvement.
When a person is trying to hide something,
he told me he has no involvement. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought like I would never get confirmation. So when I found it today, I'm like, no fucking way.
Hey, bro, listen, this is all I'm gonna tell you. I got some key sources some key sources we can get on the phone with. Listen to me, bro. Key sources, real names in this game that I spoke to over the last couple days. I got 2-3 different situations. If it's go time, it's go time. If you want to get on the phone and hear it for yourself, no problem.
Right. The only thing I'm gonna say, he got a family, man. He has a family, and I mean, this is shocking. This is crazy. This feels like a backdoor. But
family, shit, he got a couple families. He giving a chick $250,000 on the side.
Stop it. Stop it.
But look, Wack is also saying that he's got evidence that Charlamagne is gay. Do you buy that?
Bro, listen.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Like, I mean, he makes homosexual jokes and stuff like that, but I think that's just for shock value. I mean, I just kind of look at it, and this is where, like, I would stop Wack, and I'm like, Wack, he has, remember when you were going at it with Big U, but certain lines you wouldn't cross because you're like, his family. I don't know his family, but I've always heard him speak about his family, and I have respect for the fact that he got a family and the fact that I had a relationship with him. That's why I'm like, let's not, because I know the nuke you're going to push, you're going to have him sleeping. You're going to have him sleeping in a hotel or a condo. I know that.
Well, I mean, the only thing I'm saying is this, bro. These people are calling me. Look at your text. You don't got to say nothing. But what I'm telling you, I'm talking directly to the people. And they're saying, bro, that's what that is. There was an incident. I guess his father owns a club down wherever he lives at. You know, it was a little boy activity called in the back parking lot. And it's a few females that saying, hey, this was going on. And we can absolutely, if you need be, get a hold of these people. Now, if you telling me to kick back, cool, but he got to kick back on Grand too as well.
Nah, I agree. But again, I'm gonna be honest with you. In the last like about 5 days, I feel it's been a carpet bombing that I think I gotta wonder what his next move is, because I think I've done everything to tiptoe to the line, but I'm still holding the troops back. I'm still saying, chill. This is not, we're fighting the wrong person. And I don't know why he's standing and he's basically doing some Secret Service shit. He's standing saying, shoot me, take me out. And I'm like, it makes sense now. He works for these people, but damn.
Listen, just let us know, bro. The information's coming in 24/7.
How you got more info this time? How'd you get more info?
Bro, you think you want me to send it? I'm going to send it to you, bro. You know, I send you the whole shit. I'm gonna send it, bro. So whoever this person is, they know him because how they talking, how they addressing them. It's one thing there, because you're my brother. I don't keep nothing from you. That I would never say in the open, but I'm gonna leave it there just so you see it, right? Just so you see it. That has nothing to do with Charlamagne, but it's kind of related to you slightly, right? Nothing you did, but it's maybe just a heads up. But hey, listen, bro, this is spy number one. This dude been around me, or whoever this individual is. I'm starting to think it might be a female because how they're referencing his name. I was like, here you go, bro.
Yo, Ak, whose shit was better, Selena or Daphne?
Just because I hate Selena too, so like I feel like you hit Selena, you gonna plug talk with her?
Yeah. Hey. So it seems like you're trying to say we Eskimo brothers. How about you go do the other one and then come tell me, and then we could compare notes.
So you ain't tripping? Tag me in, cuz.
We could compare notes.
That could happen.
I'm trying to get in there. I got to buy her a Birkin. I'm buying her a Birkin. I'm borrow one.
You know you're not buying no Birkin. Stop it.
I think Lena might understand if I need to drop a 20 ball for Daphne.
You ain't doing Daphne.
I'll do it for the trip report.
It's not happening.
Yo, I know you would never do that because when I seen you came to the fight in Florida and you flew commercial, that was bananas. No, not commercial. I mean economy. My bad. Not commercial.
You flew coach.
You flew coach to a fight. That's crazy.
Look, you shut the fuck up. I'm gonna show you something. You be quiet. You don't read that shit. Okay, you shut the fuck up. All right, be quiet. That ain't happening.
We all got that. Everybody got that.
Oh no! I know.
Yo, did you see the screen record?
Yo.
I'm not even playing with that because you broke. So
Yeah. Hey, listen. You know I'm smart. I give you the lowdown off of this. Nah. Come on now.
Yeah, we talk later. I'll be hollering at you on the way home, bro.
All right, man. I think they're doing the Adam and Wack show. No, Wack is coming with like some super personal stuff, and I'm like, bro. Bad news bears, man. All right. Where do we go from here? Okay, let's go on to Pooh Shiesty a little bit. Chat, I'm going to be honest with you, chat. That shit fucked me up. It messed me up like... Oh, remember I told you like all these pages are blocked? See, look, I'm on... This is a burner page. I can't even go on Charlamagne's page right now. God damn. Oh, man. Bro, I'm heartbroken, bro. I'm heartbroken, dog. I can't even lie to y'all. I'm heartbroken, bro. I'm heartbroken, bro. He could have told me, bro. He could have told me. He could have told me. He could have told me. I thought he was my friend. He could have told me. He could have told me, like, yo, bro. He could have told me. Damn. All right, let's try to move on, man. Yo, chat, this game is really fucked up, man. You'll look up to somebody like, you know, yo, I'm gonna give you some real shit. I'm gonna give you some real shit. And by the way, this is gonna be a lesson for any time y'all look up to people. I'm gonna give you some real shit. I was doing Everyday Struggle with Joe Budden. Joe Budden, you know, like there was a time he wilding out on the shit, blah blah, like, you know, like the show was a little bit kind of like more in his favor at first, because like I think they just looked at me, the internet guy, like even just like the staff or whatever. Like eventually, shout to the chat niggas. Like I think y'all got on the ass, evened out. And I ain't gonna lie, like I remember I was always like figuring, I'm like, yo, damn, was it the right idea that I did this show? I remember Charlamagne called me one time, and as an industry veteran and someone who I looked up to as an idol, a media goat, I remember Charlamagne said to me, he's like, yo, Ak, this is how you handle that shit. I said, how do I handle it? Now, keep in mind, we're mad viral on, even though, like, it's, you know, because it's a little bit out of my comfort zone, because, like, you know, it's a little bit more self-deprecating than I normally we're used to. But Charlamagne said, this is how you handle it. He said, go in tomorrow, and this is what you do. Walk off that bitch. Quit on air. And I was like, really? You think that's the move? He said, yes, nigga. So, yo, when you there with Joe, nigga, quit on air, nigga. Like, them niggas gonna have to respect you. Like, I'm like, that's the move. That's the move. Now, thankfully, I had a mind of my own. By the next morning, I didn't really go with that. But, I don't know. Like, I guess I say that to say, like, this is somebody who I valued his opinion. And I always thought whatever he would say to me is in my best interest. I don't know why he wouldn't tell me that he's working with these people, bro. Now, granted, I'm glad I didn't quit Everyday Struggle because it's still the best show ever, right? Yo, me and Joe, we did our thing. Like, it was great. Obviously, we did have some turbulent times, but yeah. This shit fucked me up, man. This industry, this industry is something else. Okay.